Protect your DNA. BioPQQ can promote formation of new mitochondria. Infowarsstore.com.
Well, do you remember when Bernie Sanders said to Hillary Clinton, nobody cares about your damn emails? Turns out all of us care. And Wikileaks, they just released their 26th batch of Podesta emails from the Clinton camp. We have resident Wikileaks expert in-house Joe Biggs to talk about this. What did you find? There've got to be some gems in this pile.
I care about them. And the funny thing is, though, is the FBI and the DOJ, actually the DOJ representative that they've entrusted to head up this brand new investigation to the emails for the second time is none other than Peter Kadzik. Peter Kadzik is a guy who was just
BFF to John Podesta.
Yes, just caught the other day giving a heads up in the brand new WikiLeaks. It says there is a HGC oversight hearing today where the head of our civil division will testify, likely to get questions on State Department emails. Another filing in the FOIA case went in last night or will go in this morning. That indicates it will be a while, sometimes 2016, before the State Department posts the emails. So already giving these guys a heads up that they're going to be looking into it. And then I can show you millions of other emails where they literally discuss and have a play-by-play. And the name of this script, or the name of this email is called Script. And they go over talking points about how to get rid of them, how they should do it. And then they come up with questions that they believe the media will ask them, and then talking points to back away from it. And then they have unofficial remarks already planned to go off the record to tell people, all right, yeah, we kind of screwed up. And they talk about that, and they don't care.
They're shameless. They're shameless criminals. That's what we're calling them. And we do care about these emails. We think that you should too. And enough information in here, not only to embarrass her, it criminalizes her. This woman was caught sending classified information. She thought she'd gotten all those Blackberries with a hammer. She missed Wiener. Thank God for Wiener. But
It came in the back door.
What else did you find? Okay, so we have Kadzik on the table. We know that he's giving everybody a heads up, this corrupt little crony. Anything else that was explosive to you that stood
Clinton
out?
Foundation, we all know that's pretty corrupt. But in here, they even say this. Here's one from Brent B. He actually works for Huffington Post. And he's writing this to John. Some free advice, good advice. Clinton Foundation should cut off foreign donations ASAP. Basically, it will not publicly look good later. This is my advice. That's one right here. Another one called foreign government donations. Sorry to be clear, foundation stops, meaning stop taking foreign government money. Is that possible? If not, we're going to be very vulnerable on that throughout. And I think our opponents and some on our side will say it is unseemly for a potential U.S. president taking money from foreign governments for her private foundation.
Unseemly to take money from the Saudis who chop off hands, club women in the streets, decapitate people, atrocious human rights record. They're influencing the policy decisions that she made as Secretary of State, not to mention the Chinese. I mean, with that, we could spend a whole segment talking about that, swapping policy decisions for them for cash. But the only thing they care about is that it looks bad, not that it's criminal.
Here's another one. I could write a column listing one by one the corporate clients of many of Hillary's closest advisors, and many Democrats would puke. I've researched this, and it is appalling. And these are people attuned to making money from whomever writes their checks, who are not attuned and in many ways are hostile to the powerful forces that are driving the electorate. Also,
despicable. Another
thing, George Soros has given $2,500,000 to it. So if you don't think that there's going to be any kind of trickery with the 16 states that own those computerized, yes, those, you're mistaken. Luckily, deplorables, we outnumber the people that actually are still brainwashed enough to vote for a career criminal like this.
So our only method of recourse, because we know that Soros is controlling, he's the puppet master behind pulling the strings, these Smartmatic machines. There's a petition circulating to get those machines out of our system. I encourage you guys, take a look at it. It's up on the White House website. Sign it if you get a chance. What else did you find?
This one I love the most. It's sad, but this one's from Sidney Blumenthal to Podesta. One important point has been universally acknowledged by the 9 previous reports about Benghazi. The attack was almost certainly preventable. Clinton was in charge of the State Department, and it failed to protect U.S. personnel at an American consulate in Libya. If the GOP wants to raise that as a talking point against her, it is legitimate.
You know, everything the woman touches turns to crap. Thank you all for tuning into the show tonight. That does it for us you're checking us out on YouTube, be sure and hit the subscribe button. We'll see you back here 7 p.m. Central tomorrow night.
Oh, and good job for your first night hosting the news.
Thank you.
High five.
My fellow Americans, my fellow humans on planet Earth, there is an epic, legendary awakening of nationalism and populism happening from the Brexit to the Donald Trump phenomenon to Russia pulling out of the New World Order and arresting the bankster oligarchs. Humanity's will for self-determination and freedom is expressing itself. The great classical liberalisms of Thomas Jefferson and Francis Bacon are reawakening right now. And it's because of the historical times we live in that Infowars is going to embark on an unprecedented 52-hour broadcast. We've done 24-hour broadcasts before, but we've never gone 52 hours. This Monday, from 11 a.m. Central, right through Tuesday, right into Wednesday, when the Wednesday show ends at 3 p.m. Central, we will broadcast for an unprecedented, legendary, over-the-top 52 hours live. The second great awakening is taking place. We are in the dawn of a new era of renaissance, of rediscovery and human liberty. Donald Trump, the Brexit, Infowars, Matt Drudge, Breitbart, WorldNet Daily, and so many others are only one small manifestation in the fire of liberty that is now exploding across the globe. You can see it in the news. You can feel it. You can witness it on the street. History's happening. They always say this election is the most important in our lifetimes, and we laugh it off. I wouldn't even get involved in past elections because they were so clearly frauds. This one's the big kahuna. A clear demarcation line, a crossroads between nationalism and tyranny, between Americanism and globalism. That's why we're doing this one time and one time only, because history's happening. A 52-hour live transmission kicking off Monday, November 7th, 2016 at 11 a.m., running right through Election Day the 8th, into the night at 3 p.m. and quite frankly beyond. It's historical, and it's part of overthrowing the dinosaur media, not just overthrowing the two-party corrupt system. I want to see 10 million viewers tune in over the 50-plus hours, and that's where you come in. You are the heart and blood of the InfoWar. If you spread the link to Infowars.com/show and point out that this is the alternative new media, this is the rebellion, this is the modern Paul Revere operation, then all of you are riding right beside us, not behind us. So spread the word, my Paul Reveres, no matter where you live in the world. To information warfare arms, the globalists are coming, and they will be met on the field. Infowars.com, powered by 1776.